One set of utility on Grayhound. Nothing crazy. It's P250, a flash and a smoke. And Inns has just got the smoke at the kit. The bomb does potentially go down later. He can drop that on the bomb and try to smoke defuse. Imagine spots a few players crossing across the playground there, but that's not really going to tell Order a huge amount. So they're going to go for some aggression towards short B here.
This is going to be scary. His feet have been spotted, so has Malta's feet. Hats is going to decide to try and actually take the aim duel there, but backs away when he spots two.
The Grayhound just barreling up long. Have been spotted out by Imagine, who's just going to chill.
Well, Grayhound still haven't used their utility just yet. Dexter has the smoke and the flashbang available still. This is maybe not a favourable aim battle for Grayhound, but they're still going to make it work. Dexter actually has a P250, so I lie. Able to do a lot of damage at that range. Urquhart will drop to the headshot of EMAG. Damage being done now by Order. Alistair finding another. But Dick Stacey on the lurk over toward B has actually cleaned up Hats, and now he makes his way in towards Zeph, who has been a real menace on the pistols throughout ESL Pro League so far, and that is exactly another iteration of it. Malta goes down. A great headshot from Zeph. He is just so crisp with the USP. Looks like Grayhound will probably be losing this pistol from here.
Dexter's got no armor, so even if he doesn't cop a headshot, the body shots will probably be pretty sufficient to take him out. Cops a lot of them, and down he goes. Pistol for Order. It's going to get their money off to a good start. Grayhound, not necessarily needing the pistol. This is probably, arguably, their best half on any map is T-side Overpass.
Yeah. I mean, I think CT Overpass is pretty good too. Has to be on Overpass though, doesn't it?
Probably. Man, Urquhart was pretty good last game.
Yep. Feel like that's not something that we've never said before.
Bit of cash being made by Order. Kind of looks like EMAG might go down here as well. Never mind. Ali's there to back him up. So 4 alive. A couple of SMG kills coming out.
Yep.
Not bad.
Gun time though for Grayhound. So gun time means fun time, but not for Order probably. Decent amount of utility there, Grayhound, even despite not getting a bomb plant. It is going to be toward the B bomb site. Grayhound do initially push. Looks like it, more of a default setup than anything else. But kept at bay by the utility of Order up there toward playground.
Order just fall back after that little bit of pressure on playground and play towards this toilets area. Meanwhile, Grayhound slowly moving through connector, taking short B control. Bans being exchanged back and forth between both teams. Nothing crazy happening just yet. But Grayhound going to make their way towards B with all of their players. One flash going to be sent out by Sicko to help Urquhart go and prod this A side of the map. Potentially, if he does do that effectively, actually no. Sicko's going to join up with him, and it looks like the shift's coming out for Grayhound towards connector.
We're seeing a lot of utility being expended across both sides of the map actually for Order right now. So Grayhound have left it pretty late, but I don't necessarily mind this. There is literally nothing left for Order, bar flashbangs. Good timing on the push though from Inns into bathrooms. He'll find Dick Stacey. So a numbers advantage to perhaps counteract the utility disadvantage. Well done from Sicko to trade back, but he himself will be dropped by Alistair. With 24 seconds now, Grayhound need to put some work in to get onto this bomb site. Malta just misses a very slight opportunity to try and get one onto Alistair. He's going to go for the bomb plant. That looks like it'll go down safely. Covered off well by Dexter, but not well enough. Dexter can't keep himself alive, and now it's on to Malta and Urquhart. Urquhart hiding behind the van next to Bank, but it's Malta that will strike second. Has to reload. Doesn't quite manage to win the aim duel against Hats, but Urquhart can definitely win this 1v2 if he hits some crisp shots. Hats being put under pressure, but Urquhart just can't quite calibrate. And Order will win the round. Bit of a touch and go moment for them. Did Malta run out of bullets? Or did he just fat finger the reload button?
Not sure. I wasn't listening closely enough for the clicking sound.
Have we got a replay of Malta fighting at the truck there?
Half Flyer going to come out for Grayhound. Didn't have enough to fully invest with AKs and armor, but they wouldn't have had much utility. Definitely would have had an AWP. So, going to give themselves a decent shot at winning the round.
I'm told he fat fingered the reload button. Or maybe it wasn't a fat finger, maybe it wasn't a decision. But if it was not a good one. Because he got challenged straight away by Hats, and if he hadn't had to reload there, I feel like he would have had a better chance of winning the aim duel. Not to say it would have 100% made a difference in the round, but definitely think it could have.
Grayhound grouped at the top of Con. I'm going to cop a shot from Alistair. He's up close in the bathrooms. His second point of contact, and he's doing a pretty good job in this bathrooms area so far for Order.
Yeah, you want to be seeing some economic damage out from here, Grayhound. They have invested a little bit into it. Deagles, pistols, utility, some armor there as well. That's good from Urcast, but you need to see more. Can't just be the one kill here, otherwise Order's economy still continues to build up. Urcast now with an AUG is going to be the danger man. And again, Grayhound do slow things down just a little bit. And the AUG no longer in possession of Grayhound anymore. Round is looking more over than anything else to go with the CZ at this range. It's going to be tough for him to do a whole lot. Oh, well, almost. Zeph will save EMAG there. 4-0 for Order.
And 4 alive.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. It's going to help to build the cash up a little bit.
And this is Malta here. You can see he reloads with 14 ammo. I mean, would it have made a difference, do you think?
Perhaps.
You can never really know. I might be reading too much into it.
Do what chat thinks.
Well, I mean, I definitely no point in actually reloading in a situation like that. But whether it actually makes a difference or not,
like bait out a push kind of thing.
I suppose. That would be 200 IQ.
It's not 200 IQ if you instantly die after baiting out the push that you wanted to cut.
Well, that's true. Speaking of push, Order is doing just that on this CT side. Up long in towards Playground, in towards Fountain.
Jet 4 towards A, and then Hats was just playing full retake on this B-bomb side.
Yeah, and Grayhound haven't been able to take advantage of it just yet. Looks like they will probably push on through now, but by that stage the rotation should have come across from Order. Alistair is getting in there. It'll be difficult to get the bomb onto the site and plant it fairly safely here with all the utility that Order have got as well. As you can see, incendiaries being thrown in that direction. Malta does go down in short order as well. So 4v2 to hold off the retake here. Grayhound, it's going to have to be something special from Dexter and Dick Stacey. Dick Stacey and Dexter. The double Ds for Grayhound this time. Not what they need to be.
4 alive again for Order. Look at their cash. So rich. Anyone needs a loan, you know who to ask. It's Zeph. Even though he's under 18.
Yep.
Is he still under 18? I gotta check on that.
I don't know.
Alright, here's a pause. Tactical. Is it from Grayhound?
Don't know.
Maybe.
Probably has to be at this point. No reason for Order to be calling attack pause.
Bit of a gimmicky setup pays off pretty well for Order in that last round. In general, been pretty good on the CT side so far. But I don't know if this kind of feels like the same sort of intensity of Grayhound as the last map.
No. How many rounds does Grayhound need here on the T side of Overpass to actually need, to be able to win? What do you think?
Like, they could do it from any margin on this map. That's the thing, right?
0 rounds. 0 rounds pass score for Grayhound. Anything more and they'll be happy.
Maybe not 0. Maybe like 4.
4? Alright.
I would actually say that they can have a decent shot at winning if they get 4 T rounds and then like a CT pistol.
Yep. Well, maybe this is going to be the first of 4. Dexter and Urcast winning a couple of aim duels on different sides of the map. That's going to throw the CT side into a little bit of disarray. It was Grayhound tack pause, by the way. Had that confirmation. And I wonder whether or not that's really made the difference here, or if it's just because Dexter and Urcast hit some nice shots.
I don't really think you can ever kind of know with Grayhound, can you?
Dexter's kill at the start of the round was a wall bang as well. Must have been over toward the B bomb site. As you can see where that CT did die.
Dexter's flanking them through maze. There will be no exiting for Order. They're committed to this. Dexter backstabs. One alive. It's on hats. Down he goes.
And there's Fabled Pilly play-by-play for you. First round for Grayhound on Overpass. And they haven't really let it get too far out of hand like what Order did on their own map choice. It was 7-0 for Grayhound before Order picked up their first. 5-0 for Grayhound here before they got theirs.
Money's pretty cooked for Order now. If they lose this one, they're probably saving. No loss bonus to really lean back on as well, so even if they do save, they will not have a good buy following that. First 2 frags go the way of Order though, so things are going much better for them than the last round. And the nades look weird after this update.
Well, that's a tough one for Dexter to win with Zeph just sliding up and down that ramp. Sicko's got no friends left.
Brutal.
Did he have any to begin with? That's the question.
Maybe he can make a few if he clutches this.
4 perhaps, but no such luck. 6-1 for Order. Grayhound do have the cash to buy. Just feel like we're going through the motions really at the moment. You know, we're not seeing anything too fancy out from Grayhound.
The problem is it's Overpass. So like, I can get excited if like it's another map. But like, even if Order's like heavily leading on this map, after watching them play it and watch Grayhound play it a million times, I don't know how confident I am.
Oh, that's nice from Hats. Does he get traded here though? No, just able to get around the corner into short. He'll recontest the angle. Urcast also falling. And all over the B bomb site, it is just carnage right now. Order have completely locked Grayhound out until Dexter slides his toe through the door. But is that toe going to be chopped off?
Which toe will it be?
Inz's head if Dexter gets the timing right here. Looks like he won't. And again, it's all on to Sicko. They know where he is as well. The no-scope from the AWP misses. That is going to be the round over. Another one for Order.
It's great to see them front-running so much and having such convincing CT rounds. Just doesn't have the same shine to it, though. Knowing that there's not a whole lot to play for, but like bragging rights, maybe. Half buyout from Grayhound. If they're able to chip away at the CT economy a little bit. In's doing his best fur impression, just pushing up long aim by himself and shooting as many T's as he can see. Works pretty good. Have you seen that fur Betway video?
I have.
Oh, what do you think of it, mate?
Wait, which one? The one where he's doing the aim map, or the one where he's trying to guess what Taco's saying?
Oh, you tell me, what's your favorite?
I think the best content Betway makes is the ones where the players have to guess the round. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I like that. Whose frag is that?
Yeah, whose frag is that, or what round is that, or something. I think those are pretty cool ones.
You got any good content ideas, Jordan?
Nope.
Not at all. Alright. Aggression on this A side of the map from Order. The problem is that they're kind of getting pincered from Con here. In seems pretty well aware of it though.
Secondary AWP bins as well. Something you see every day. In fact, I mean, is he primary AWP at this point? Because Hats would typically be the secondary AWP. Alistair doesn't even have one. He's got the AUG. Now he's got so many angles to be aware of, but gets the timing on Urcast. And now actually going to be quite difficult to trade for these Grayhound fellas. Stacey does get him actually through the flash.
Excuse me?
That's probably the right reaction. I have a great content idea. Have you ever heard of the Weet Bix Whistle Challenge?
No.
You're gonna love this.
Whenever I hear Jordan Mays say you're gonna love this, I just doesn't fill me with confidence really.
So here's the idea: you have to eat a whole Weet Bix piece, and if you don't know what a Weet Bix is, look it up for all of our international viewers.
If you don't know what a Weet Bix is, why are you watching this Aussie Counter-Strike
Why
game?
are you watching Australian Counter-Strike? Get out of here. Dick Stacey dies to the incendiary. I'm actually going to cast the rest of this round, and then we'll talk about the Weet Bix Whistle Challenge. Just to give everyone that suspense.
Another opportunity to bully Malta.
Not if he wins the 2v1. Oh, never mind. Look, I don't even think I need to say anything about that. It speaks for itself. Anyway, Weet Bix Whistle Challenge. You eat a Weet Bix Bic. I don't know what they're called.
A wheat bic.
A Weet Bic. And
a bic of wheat.
It's really dry. It's very, very dry. So like your mouth, you're not supposed to eat it with any, normally it's a cereal, right? You eat it with milk. But if you eat it dry, it's going to take all the moisture out of your mouth. And then you have to try and whistle.
Should do that with casters. Try to cast after eating a wheat bic.
I did it at IEM Sydney 2017 with Sniper, but we didn't like record it. It's actually harder than it sounds. You could go like, oh, you just have to whistle. No, not as easy as it sounds. Trust me.
I don't have wheat bics at home. I've got Cocoa Pops, Nutrigrain. I think that's it. What do you think about those?
I reckon Grayhound needs a bit of Nutrigrain.
Maybe.
Iron Man food. They're not looking like Iron Men at the moment here on Overpass. It's actually looking like they might be dead men. They've let their cat take control of the computers. They're partying.
Does he run along the table and...
Probably.
very fast?
I'm sure that that knowing what cats tend to do, a cat could well do that.
Do you reckon the cat's happy they're qualified for Pro League?
Probably not, because it means everyone's going to leave the house. No one's going to feed the cat. Cast 1-for-1 trade there. Bomb plant still yet to go down, and EMAG right on top of this smoke could be a real thorn in the side of Grayhound if they do try to plant. That's what they're going to do, but EMAG, he hasn't spotted him through the scope. Urcast was hiding behind his scope. So 2v3. Bomb plant goes down for Grayhound. Bit of a crossfire setup for the T side here. Not looking too bad. This is going to be boosted up, makes a bit of noise. Deep Stacey takes first challenge. Malta goes down to Alistair. Round over. No problem. 10-1.
People in the chat don't really know what a wheat bix is.
That's why I said Google it. You got to know, otherwise it doesn't make sense.
You know, you know.
And it's not Weetabix or Weet-Bix. It's a Weet Bix. Come on, guys. W-E-E-T-B-I-X.
Nothing comes up when I Google that. I don't know what to tell you, mate.
Definitely Googling the wrong thing.
I don't know where you've gone wrong, honestly.
It's the #1 cereal in the world. Mix it with Milo. You've got yourself a delicious morning meal.
They already make
Full
Milo
of
cereal.
Fiber. Sets you up right for the day.
Nice shot from Ali. Look at that. He even gives him the little flick barrel sort of shoulder peek. Add insult to injury.
Why not?
That's an Alistair special.
Is this an order special here on Overpass?
I'd say it's pretty special. So, I guess so.
Guess so. Will the real Grayhound please stand up?
Oh, they might have a problem here.
Yep, it's looking like it. Someone needs to do something.
Seth, what's going on, mate? Jumping around. Alright, 2 and 2 apiece on the site. No cast. Middle of the seat, in line with the lady's neck. That's a dumpster smoke. Recipe for success. Perhaps not. You know how he lined that smoke up, Jordan?
Yep.
One time I played an official, and when the sprays came out, somebody sprayed over that entire side on the CT side, so when I got there as a T, I couldn't line up my smoke.
That's bullying.
It was.
Cyberbullying.
I got cyberbullied out of throwing my smoke, missed it. There was a one-way in it, and we lost the round.
That's like almost as bad as you not having wheat bix in your house. Almost.
That's fair.
I love how, like, we've literally devolved this entire cast and chat into discussion about cereals. People are calling me out for having Milo on my wheat bix. Guys, if you haven't done that, try it. That's all I'm going to say. 4 wheat bix, Milo every day. And you too can become an esports caster. That's all it takes. A bit of wheat bix. I think Grayhound forgot to eat their wheat bix this morning. At least before they played on Overpass.
Maybe they ate the precise amount that won them train, and now they're just out of energy.
They had like
they need a reload.
1.5 wheat bix. And now, yeah, they're out of energy. Didn't top it with Milo.
Oh my lord.
Inns has done that a few times, pushing into bathrooms, and it's again going to reward him off the back of a flashbang from Alistair, no less. Order just looking like they're taking it pretty easy on the CT side here, and Grayhound is offering absolutely no resistance. Dexter will get one, but Zeph wrapping around the back from bathrooms. If not Alistair to close this round out, it certainly will be Zeph.
Another buy round out from Grayhound. They can't get 4 rounds anymore, Jordan. They can't get it.
So is 3 enough?
It might be. What do you guys in chat think about this game? Because it's pretty weird to see Order beating Grayhound on their best map.
Yeah, it is.
Like this. Something tells me this, you know, this is not the normal sort of outcome.
No, it's definitely not. Not what I would have expected. I thought this was a 2-0 for sure, and I thought it would probably be 12-1 Greyhound's way, if anything. But I suppose Order at this point are just salvaging some pride. Greyhound really struggling to get any inroads at all into Order. I don't know if... Yeah, look, this is going to sound really bad, but I don't know how much credit you can really give to Order at this point.
It's just a massive asterisk, man. Like, that's kind of just the problem with this format. I've casted every game of ANZ, or rather APAC Pro League. Every single game. And in multiple groups. Only the Greater China group was their series that every single game mattered. It was 1-1, 1-1.
Well, I mean,
in
technically
the last
this
day.
game mattered. Technically this game mattered
No,
until Greyhound got the first map. And
every
now
map mattered.
It doesn't really matter.
Every map mattered in that
Yeah.
game.
If
in
Order,
that group, rather.
If Order would have won map 1, then it would have.
This would be an exciting game.
This would be... I guarantee you, if Order wins train, Greyhound's not down 13-1 on Overpass.
No.
No, not a chance.
They're probably up 13-1.
Well, I mean, it depends on how a train went, you know? Like, Order maybe got them. I mean, in this hypothetical world, right? We have no idea. But if Order had, like, a really great train game, you know? They go off, like, maybe 16-4 or something like that. They could have possibly put Grayhound under the pump here on Overpass. But I do struggle to suspend my disbelief that Grayhound putting 100% into this game.
Yep, I agree. See if they can double their rounds on the T side. Looking likely.
Looking likely, yeah. That'd be good. Is 2 enough? We said 4. Is 2?
Guess we'll find out, right?
2 and a CT pistol? Might be doable.
You're talking me around, Jordan.
Yeah, you're starting to feel confident? Starting to feel like a bit of Wheat Bix and Milo in the morning?
Maybe.
Or are you going to be a bit of a Nutrigrain boy? Well, that is the first half done and dusted. It's 13-2 in the favour of Order. For Grayhound, if they 2-0, well, they win the series. If Order 2 2-1s, they still win the series, but they also don't go to Occitani. Grayhound have locked their way in already. We're going to head into the second half here with bated breath, see whether or not we go through to a third map. It's all up to Grayhound.
From the back roads to back streets, I see you foes trying to trap me, but I don't run like a track meet, even though I'm #1 like an athlete. And the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm bound to pursue you. I'm everything that you knew of, plus more. What's in store is I'm about to get to you. Sleepless nights, better think this twice before you step to me and come and speak with strife. There's a lesson when you reach my life. It'll be chin-checking and I'll teach you right. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear. Bow down to no one, I'm right here. I get it in, I don't fight fair. And guess what? I'm your worst nightmare. Cause I ain't taking no losses. And I don't even care what the cost is. Are you prepared for the forces I'm about to bring? Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's ESL Pro League, and we're into map 2 between Grayhound and Order. Grayhound won map 1. They're going through to Occitani. We're really struggling to believe that this second map is on the radar for Grayhound at all. It's a 13-2 first half the way of Order. Maltz messaged me in the break. I said, come on, dude, what are you doing? He said, don't worry, it was just a poor start. We'll bring it back on CT side. What do you reckon?
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know what I reckon, honestly. Like, it just doesn't really feel like they're playing with 100% sort of intensity like we saw on that train game. I feel like they already know they've qualified, so it's kind of a bit loosey-goosey. When have you ever seen Grayhound get 13-2'd on the T side of an Overpass, ever?
Never? I can't remember the last time. Yeah, no idea. No idea. It's very uncharacteristic indeed. And look, I don't want to say like Order's playing poorly or anything like that. They're going through the motions. They're playing pretty well. But I don't think that the result would be the same if Grayhound was putting 100% into this game. I hate saying stuff like that because it really devalues the work that Order's putting in this first half.
They're up 32, and it's just like...
But it does, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, this I think is the odds for the entire series more so than anything else. Yeah. But
okay, is this going to be one of the greatest comebacks in Pro League?
Is it?
I don't know. Can't think of a really good comeback in some of the other regions. There's been a whole lot of we have been smashed in the first half. We came back to 10 rounds and then lost anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there we go. Malta making good on his promise to Jordan.
All we need is the CT pistol and it's doable. 2 rounds is too many, perhaps. Order have got just Alistar left for their hopes, and that'll be it. This round goes the way of Grayhound. What more does that leave for us in this second half?
A lot more. So they can get their economy off to a good start, which means potentially some more convincing rounds overall from the lads going forward, because they'll have more utility. Sucks when you don't have that utility, because you don't have that Molotov to throw down. What happens if the other team runs up B? Look at the force coming out of Order. Pretty interesting. Nades going over towards Party. Don't really hit Sicko very much, but they're not going to stop. They're not going to slow down.
Yeah, definitely a lot of damage. Dexter here. Well, he's also suffered quite a bit of damage there. No more Dexter for this round. But it's not going to make a difference. Dick Stacy cleaning things up with the help of Sicko. And another one for Grayhound. So, it'll be eco round for Order now, which puts Grayhound to 5. And then the real work has to start.
Potentially more opportunity to farm up even more cash with the MP9s. Makes it more money. I think all those MP9s are towards the B side of the map, which is not where the Ts are heading. So, unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. Unless the rotation comes out from Malta. Nice run boost out. Gets Hats absolutely destroyed.
Yeah. Look, if he had a deagle and like landed and hit a headshot there, you know, maybe. But with blocks, not seeing it happen. Orders into the A bomb site somehow, but it's not going to last too much longer. Pretty crisp stuff actually there from Sicko. 5-13, okay. First gun round of the half. Comeback could definitely happen. We know Grayhound is a very good Overpass side. However, I'm not prepared to say that it will just yet. 8 deficit, I'm going to say if we get to somewhere around 13, 10 or 11, that's where I'll start to believe.
Order pretty quick pressure over here towards A. 2 people in con and 1 on bathroom. There you go, the con boost works out. First up for Dick Stacy. E-Man goes down, trade back and forth, but CT's coming out ahead pretty cleanly.
Dexter not able to really calibrate well onto Alistar there. He's been struggling a little bit here on Overpass.
There's a mid-round push though from Urcast through Monster. It's going to get him a lot of information. The longer Order waits, the more potential there really is for the CT backstab, but Order's not going to wait. They're going to make their way onto this A bomb site. Malta and Sicko lying late.
Oh, Sicko only has a scout there, but it doesn't really matter. He gets 2 chances and hits both of them onto Zeph. 1 more here onto Inns. He's not going to miss those. 6 up for Grayhound. They've won the sort of half-buy gun round, which bodes really well for them with the money.
The dream start. Half buyout from Order. Lost bonus starting to build up. CZs and armor and just some utility. Looks like Imagine's going for this fast heaven smoke. Molotov onto barrel from Alistair. But they haven't really made it out of this back monster area. Last 2 flashes are what they're relying on to get back into the site, but losing Dexter there, that's not a good look, particularly because there's no trade potential.
Well, you say that, but there's a grenade, and Alistair does go down, so it's 1 for 1. But the grenade Sure, it's going to get the kill. It can't deny the AK going into the hands of one of the Order players, and Zephyr's got it at the moment. So he's going to be the danger man. But CCs and Deagles there as well for Order. Certainly something to play with.
Overpass just sitting on this smoke. He's going to throw that towards barrels for the one-way. Then it's going to be a passive site setup here for Grayhound. Flash comes out, Monster, smoke expended by Overpass.
Going to play pretty close here with this SMG as well. Doesn't seem like he has too much work to do. Just the one kill onto Ins for him. The others come from his teammates. A nice one from Grayhound to keep 4 guns alive after losing Dexter early.
Very straightforward defense from Grayhound. Stock standard. Done beautifully. Buyout from Order, plus the loss bonus is going to be 1k across the board, and everyone but Alistair who's purchased the big green. Double AWP coming out. Looks like Dexter's probably going to be peeking into Con. Sicko's peeking over this fountain area. Actually, Dexter's falling off the line. So it's just going to be 2 AWPers on 2 different angles on this A side of the map. Trying to find these picks. Spam into Con is working pretty well here for Grayhound.
Uh-oh. HNA goes a little bit awry. Ins has got a fair bit of positioning actually up here on short. Not sure that any of these Grayhound players are going to fall prey to it. I feel as though Malta might have spotted him there as well, and Ins seems aware of that too.
Rotation looks like it's coming out from Dick Stacey now, through Maze back towards this A site. So there's potential here for 3 players on the site with some decent utility. But Dick Stacey actually goes back to B, it looks like. So Dexter and Sicko, double orbs, some flashes and some molotovs. What a great timing for Order to hit though.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Sicko really under some pressure here. Going to have to hit good shots, but not going to be given the opportunity. Now it's onto Dick Stacey. He'll double down. Almost a third there onto Zeph. A decent opportunity for the trade on Urcast, and it's onto Malta. See if he gets some Malta magic. Doesn't need to deny the bomb plant. It's not going down just yet. Is he aware Alistair is up on the top of the box? It doesn't matter. Hats gets the kill. There's 14 for Order. Their first round of this second half. It was looking dangerous. Grayhound were really making quite quick inroads. But Order have got 1 now.
And all they need is just a couple of blows in. That's it. They don't need anything crazy like a massive T round half. Just need to get a couple of these rounds. That's one of the couple that they need. Full buy up from Grayhound once again. Different setup from the lads. Sicko's going to be AWPing towards that long A area, while Dexter plays in the right side of bathroom, potentially trying to catch someone on an off angle, and then later on in the round, Sicko takes the shot and falls off. They can potentially use utility to re-aggress into long and find more picks in that area.
Well, better stuff from Dexter. He will still retain control of bathrooms. Gets his own incendiary down as well, which is going to stall the push from Alistair. Might allow him to get back across here off the back of this grenade, but in fact he goes straight into the crosshair of Alistair. The grenade doesn't put him off too much. Good shot from Ins. Sicko's also fallen on the A bomb side, and now it's just Malta and Dick Stacey. Obviously very split right now. One of these players has to go absolutely massive right now for Grayhound. It looks like it's going to have to be Dick Stacey, as Order is making their way in the direction of the A site. Might get the timing here onto Alistair, and does. So now we go back to B. No, we don't. Still no call for the rotation yet from Dick Stacey. Utility goes across. The flashbang just connects a little bit onto EMAC. Wow, whoa. What a great entry. I think Order's going to win this map now, Pilly.
Looking like it. Decent money for Grayhound, particularly if Malta holds onto this AUG. Probably only going to be Dexter who really suffers, or maybe Dick Stacey in terms of the weaponry and util. Not going to be a crazy buy, but it'll be serviceable. Enough to give them a chance in the next round, but that's the problem on the comeback on the CT side. if the rounds are getting close, you're not getting good buys in, because every round that you win, instead of getting that loss bonus that you would have had before, you're only getting like 3 to 3.5k, which is just not enough to get a full buy on the CT side, really. Alright. See how well Grayhound can make do. Dick Stacey goes down to the MP9 for utility. Everyone else with an AUG and some grenades. That's good enough to get the job done. But it's a long road back to overtime for Grayhound here.
Yeah. 8 in a row is what they need. They got 5 in a row to start the half off. But just that timing onto the entry on the A bomb side in the first round of the half that Order was able to get. And ever since then, it's really been Order's to lose. Not that it wasn't already.
Blast up long. Zico could be the key player at this bathrooms area.
Good indeed. Has been smoked off just a little bit there, but we'll spot Hats. And Malta gets Zeph as well, but frag starting to come back from Order. Not enough, however. Ins will lose the aim duel against Zico. Grayhound look to be putting one more on the board.
Out the presence towards Toilet to really threaten Zico that a backstab's coming out, or even potentially shoot him in the side or the back. He's just able to free reign, run around in that bathroom area and on the A site. Just clean everybody up. No way he should be allowed to get away with that. Whole push from Order shut down by one man.
Feels a little too late though.
Bit of a weird buyout from Order here. Really favouring a lot of util over firepower.
Let's have something in mind.
What I would think. Not in the early round though. So far, very much is pressure on all parts of the map, but now you're starting to see the pieces of the puzzle come together. Both players that were towards Con and A spamming away, making their way back towards B. You can see no real information in Con or A from Grayhound. They're pretty passive on these angles. So this is the opportunity for Order to close it out here. They've got the setup they want for this execute. Decent utility from Grayhound. Ooh. Molly on Dick Stacey. You can see Malta's got the smoke. Urcast has got a smoke as well.
Contender is down late though from Dick Stacey. It'll allow the opener out from Zeph. He's going to get 2 actually. Flashbangs through from Alistair to assist. They haven't cleared Malta out just yet, and it doesn't look like they will. He actually snakes his way through the smoke. He's going to get 2. Emag and Alistair, and a 3rd as well onto Hats. Ins on his own now. And if not for that push from Malta, the round would have been over, the map would have been over. But Order are going to be left wanting 1 round longer, unless Ins does something pretty special. Malta gets an ace, actually. He got all 5 kills in the round. Very well done for him. Keeps Grayhound alive. You know, this would be a pretty disastrous thing if Order allowed this comeback to happen. You know, we talk about the 4 map points that Chiefs had yesterday on Dust 2 against Grayhound.
Yep.
It's been, or will be, 8 if Grayhound secure overtime.
Yep.
They've got 6 to go.
They had an 11-round lead at the half. Ridiculous. Half buy out from Order. Rather just a light investment. Are getting completely sprayed down by Grayhound though. No real information, no real damage inflicted until they find Zico there on party. Every kill matters here for Order, because you can see the money really hasn't stabilised just yet for Grayhound, which on the comeback train is going to present some difficulties for them. There you go, Alistair slides out and slaps your girl on the behind.
Okay. What are you going to do about that?
Nothing you can do about that in that scenario, if you're Dexter.
Dick Stacey's not too happy about it. Dick Stacey wouldn't let anyone slap his girl's ass. Actually, he'd probably ask them to slap his too. 10-15. So, 5 now the deficit. Slowly but steadily, they are making inroads, that is for sure, Grayhound. But just feels as though they haven't really given themselves enough room here.
Maybe not.
4 rounds, you know, if like you said, 4 rounds, I think they might have been in with a good chance. We'd be at 10-13 right now if that were the first half scoreline and everything else went the same way. That's enough leeway that you might actually consider Grayhound able to make the comeback happen, but one small tiny mistake here for Grayhound and the map's over.
Pressuring Con with Dexter on the off angle. Just like it would have only been a 1-for-1, but again, Dick Stacey, a bro as ever, is going to bail his mate out.
If I know anything about the Grayhound team, it's that everyone else is a very good bro to Dick Stacey.
Maybe a little too nice at times.
Probably.
Bomb's still in spawn here for Order. So it's nice that they've got short B control and are now just putting some utility pressure on bathrooms, but end of the day, it's not really putting the bomb down on the bomb site and punching in those numbers.
Fought off by the little shoulder around the corner. No worries though, 11 up for Grayhound. One more. Just 4 now to go. And these last few gun rounds have actually looked pretty solid for Grayhound.
But all it takes is that 1 round for Order where they find that timing.
Yeah.
One quick headshot, 2 quick headshots, and
yep.
That's it.
Zeph was looking a bit scary on that push into B. Alice has been hitting shots with the AWP, though this time he's got a Galil. Well, 15-11, it's a scoreline that Grayhound faced yesterday, and they still ended up winning the map. Definitely would be a nice comeback from them if they got this done here on Overpass, and I think it would really reiterate what we were saying in that first half.
Is the nose flash to send your boys out monster.
Oh. Oh. Okay, there you go. Cast lining a few up, but Malta gets in front of him, and that threw him off a little bit. These players are very, very low. He decides to back down, and Dick Stacey, he hasn't decided to back down. He's gone straight back up. And it's Inns and EMAG that really left to try and pick up the scraps here for Order. They've really slowed things down. Bomb is not too easy for Dick Stacey to spot there, but it doesn't matter. The heads are 4 kills for him. 12 now for Grayhound. Probably a save round this time for Order, or just pistols and armor.
Yeah, pistol armor. I would go for.
Now
I feel like that's pretty standard when you get to this 3.7 sort of mark.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna make the AK and armor work, how much more percentage points are you adding if you full invest to the AK armor rather than just have pistols and armor, which can often get the job done and maybe even get you a few extra grenades that you wouldn't have had, set you up in a favorable scenario where you can win. And then if it doesn't go well, still blind next.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. If Zeph gets this one onto Urcast, that might actually be enough to win the round. Urcast swings out, but Zeph, he's so good with the pistols. And the trade isn't actually possible for Malta here. He's just a little too slow on the reactions. It's 3v2. Dick Stacey has to do it again. He's been playing well. 28 and 18 now. And the players up long are going to be a little too slow to catch him. He's calibrated his aim. Great shot, though, from Hats, and now Malta has to win the 1v2. Could it actually happen against the pistols? Oh, dear. Grayhound, they've worked so hard to get back into this, but now Malta needs a 1v2. Inns, at the very least, doesn't have armor, but they know exactly where Malta is coming from. Bomb, not going to be easy for him to defuse here. He's been spotted now. Does get that first shot across. Smoke goes down, wins the aim duel against Hats, keeps it alive for Grayhound. Well, Malta, you can slap my girl's ass any day because you've kept it up for Grayhound, 13-15.
Careful, we might take you up on that.
It probably will. I hope she's not watching.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't appreciate that.
No, definitely not.
I can't even picture that, by the way. Just
Malta slapping anyone's ass?
No, just that specific scenario.
Yeah, no, it would never happen. I would never let that. Never in my life let that happen. I'd rather him slap mine.
Ooh. All right. Order. Only 2 more chances here. They will have the money to go for both of them in terms of the buy, even if they do lose this one. I mean, you really have to say, they've had plenty of time to get this right. Plenty of time to come up with a creative solution to get them this last round on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like they put themselves in some decent scenarios, but then Malta happened and Dick Stacey happened, and sometimes Overpass happens, and what can you really do? That round where Siko's just running around in bathrooms?
Yeah, Malta's actually had a pretty good series so far in terms of getting important rounds.
He was doing that against Chiefs as well. Some pretty good spray downs from him on the CT side.
Oh, Dick Stacey. He's played with fire too many times. It's 4 HP now. Peek out from Dexter. What a perfect flashbang from Siko as well. Smoke goes down. Player advantage now for Grayhound. Very quickly stolen away though as Siko does fall as well. Now it really does rely on Dexter to do something pretty good here. He's gotten one covered well by Dick Stacey. That'll keep him alive. The grenade through lowers his HP quite substantially. But he still persists here by the sign, waiting for Alistair to peek around the corner. There was an opportunity, didn't take advantage of it. 12 seconds now. If Urcast dies to Inns, it opens the round up, but he hasn't. Dick Stacey and Urcast will finish it. Goodness me, we're at 14-15. Could you believe we were going to get to this point when we were down, well, 13-2?
And whoever in chat at 13-2 said, don't worry, Overpass CT-sided map kappa. Good on you, mate.
And I just want to point out, my girl is watching, and I'm in trouble. She said no one's slapping that ass, and I feel pretty sad about that, because...
No one. Keyword is
no one. What do you mean, no one? What about me? What about a 16-14? Alistair's opened the round up.
It happened. Orders slowed things down quite a lot. Inns has actually copped himself a leg, I believe. At, where's that? Monster. Maybe a bit of damage from Malta, rather. So, Order. Still waiting for a push out of Grayhound. Dexter's the real danger player here, as well as Urcast towards short B. These are the two that could really make the difference if they find the right timing to push in the mid-round and get Grayhound this advantage back.
Alistair makes some noise, so Dexter, he's aware. Oh, Urcast does get the shots onto Emag's feet. Dexter still has not moved. Another nice one for Urcast to win. You talked about it, Urcast happening, and that is it. 2 kills mid-round. Huge stuff from him. Another one, actually, as Alistair challenges as well. It's heartbreak, actually, for Order now, because Inns is a free kill for Dexter. That's the bomb as well.
Lights it on fire. It's BM. Throughout the util, nice one-tap from Hats, but Urcast. From a 4-on-5 to a 4K and a 15-15 going into overtime.
I can't believe it. They've done it again. They've got it to overtime again.
Trust in Malta. He said, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, he did. It's the one time he's actually pulled it off. Can't believe it. Tell you what, Malta, if you win this, I'll slap your ass. How about that?
Make it sound like a reward.
It is a reward. 15-15. I don't know. Do you, at this point, favour Grayhound? I think you have to.
Yep.
They've decided, you know, enough is enough. Fun's over.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to have a lackluster T side like they did in regulation in overtime. And their CT side has been pretty good.
Pretty good.
They 13-2 their CT side as well. So I don't think they're going to be dropping any of these OT rounds. Maybe one.
Never know, anything can happen. Hats just runs through a smoke, perhaps expecting the flash. It came way too late. And even then, it didn't actually do anything to Dexter, so... Well, I don't know. That's 2 kills for Dexter. Urcast has turned it on as well. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's how you start off the overtime.
I mean, Order, what's happening exactly, though? It just seems so disjointed. It feels like Order, they go to place X, and then Grayhound player shoots multiple. Then they go to place Y, and Grayhound player shoots multiple. Then they lose.
Well, that seems like a fair way to sum things up. Nade going to go through there from Sicko. Actually doesn't do as much damage as I thought it might.
Get one of these rounds Order, but they need the entries.
I mean, is one enough though? Like, no,
Probably not.
Doesn't seem like it. And I actually don't think they're getting one at this point. Look at the damage that's already been done over to Order as well in this round.
They're still in their little corner of the map.
Yeah.
Like every time they go through short B or connector or bathroom, Urkas or Dexter bullies them. Something they've become quite adept at doing with Malta in their team.
Mm-hmm. Look at this position from Dexter. It's going to be so strong. Once Order start to push their way up, they're making footsteps as well, so he knows what's going on, or at least suspects. Smoke will fade though, and Zeph does catch him with the crouch peek. Had to hit the headshot and did. Zeph on 13 HP. He's actually made it happen. Player advantage right now for Order. But they're not getting into that bomb site too quickly at all. With that said, counter utility's not great for the CT side. And Sicko missing a shot there on the cross as well. Does leave it a bit open here for Order. Zeph sort of half checks the corner. It'll actually allow Dixtacy the moment that he needs to double down, and Malta's back again. Sicko will finally finish it, but 2 for Malta, 2 for Dixtacy, and 1 for Sicko. Was there ever any doubt? Maybe just for a moment, but not for long.
Technical pause.
Malta messaged me at the break from halftime. Into overtime, he said, "Winning this for you."
Aw.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think you're too harsh on him.
All I'm going to say is he's looking for a good slapping later on. Next time we go to LAN.
At UNZ.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can make some content out of it.
Oh. Bit of AUNZ content. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Follow us. You can follow us on Twitter for that content, at @ElfishGuy. Shameless plug.
For more Wheat Bix discussions.
For more Wheat Bix, more slapping.
When are we expecting your cereal tier list video coming out?
Well, it doesn't really need to have a video. It's Wheat Bix 1, everything else 0.
Not how the tier list works.
They don't exist, in my mind. But if it's not Wheat Bix, I don't care. Actually, I'm a little bit partial to Sustain. Sustain is quite good.
What a fitting name as well. It'll sustain your cereal craving, but it's not Wheat Bix.
It's not quite Wheat Bix, but it's good for like that evening snack, you know? You ever want to have Wheat Bix at like 11, but it's Wheat Bix, so you can't? You just have some Sustain. That's what Grayhound's been doing in this map, actually. They've been sustaining through. And it looks like now it's really their game to lose. How many map points was that? 8? 8 for Order?
8 map points, 11 round lead at the half.
Yeah.
A lot of big plays later. Greyhound's here. Been every single one of them as well. All 5 of the lads have had one of those plays.
Yeah, that's true.
These CT rounds.
Dixtacy's got the 30 bomb as well. Been doing well for himself. Only 18 kills for Malta, but definitely feels as though he's had more impact than that. The kills he's been getting have been absolutely huge. Well, into the bomb site goes Order, and out of the bomb site goes Order.
Bomb is dropped, so they're going to have to make their way back in there at some point. But it's looking like 18 for Greyhound and potentially match point.
Yep. Order just doesn't look like they have an answer right now for Grayhound. Just a few shots into Malta, but couldn't hit the head. And Is the way what Order's trying to do. It means they're still on this B bomb site because you see at least 2 players coming from that boost. Grayhound know exactly what's going on. Wide swing from Urcast gets Alistar. It's on to Hats, who actually finds Malta with the Molotov, but there's too many players. And that's a 3-0 half in the overtime for Grayhound. To mark 8 in a row to come back into OT, so that's 11 in a row.
Don't worry though. CT side of map. Kappa. It's all under control.
That's what we would have said about Grayhound after they got 2 on the first half. 13-2 was the deficit going into the second half, everybody. And Order went to CT side. To T side, I should say. They were from CT side. But, like, they won the pistol too, didn't they?
They won the first pistol. Grayhound got the CT pistol.
Right. Well, I don't think it really matters what happened in regulation time, to be honest. It's been so long ago.
1 point is all Grayhound need to close this out. The last game of this ANZ Pro League.
Yep. And it would mark... Have they actually dropped a map? Do you remember in their group?
No.
Round 1. Undefeated streak in ANZ Pro League. I guess that's what you want to see from your team going over to represent. Inns will start off though. Hats has got an auto sniper. So it looks like Grayhound are going to have to go back to the drawing board here. Plan B, what is that? Urcast? Go kill, is that plan B?
Pretty good one. Imagine's actually got the ult. Picked it up off Ali, I'm sure.
It's making a bit of noise here. Siko gets a free one. Does bring it back to a 3v2. They know where Urcast is though. Emag holding on the line. And Urcast will walk straight into him, trying to retrieve the bomb, I think. So it's on to Siko then.
All 3 of these CTs right around the bomb. So there's going to have to be some crisp shooting from Siko. First is given to him by Zeph, who's just walking off in his own world.
Oh, Emag will take the peek at the right time, but Hat's got the kill anyway. Okay, 2 rounds to go still for Grayhound. At the very worst case, they will at least go through to another overtime. So it's not a map loss on the table yet for Grayhound. But it is a series loss on the table for Order. I think at any rate, you have to give some credit to Order for at least making it this close after losing map 1, instead of just capitulating and falling over and dying. Malta, what is going on there? He's just run straight into the B bomb site. It hasn't worked. Hats with the auto sniper, close range, will be traded back by Urcast. Again, 3v2, player advantage the way of Order. And that's going to be increased as well, courtesy of Alistar. 2 players boosted up on the site.
All on Urcast, trying to navigate his way through about 1 million smokes, but they are starting to fade. Double mollies is going to stop him from getting in there. There's a first for him.
You don't want to give Urcast these kinds of opportunities. He's still got a minute to go. You know, so he could be anywhere.
Tries to go for a bit of a spam. The line Ali's posted on, this is going to have to be a shoulder in from Urcast. He's Gonskis.
Yeah. All right, 1 to go to take us through to another overtime. That did seem like a bit of a cooked round, though, from Grayhound. They literally ran to the B-bomb site, through the Molotovs, everything. I wonder if this is the one where they just full out execute. No holds barred.
Really an executey kind of team on this map. Ooh, I was going to say the double ult was going to pay off for them, but never mind, Imagine.
I don't think Stacey will trade back, but Inns is there. And it's a favourable skirmish for Order. 2 for 1.
Could be looking at another OT.
Seems like it. With this one being the Grayhound to start on T side, T-side rounds have been very hard to come by today on Overpass, it seems.
Good angle from Hats. Does he have the auto sniper? Of course he does.
Fair bit of utility though for Grayhound. Overpass baits the push, and that's a great frag from Malta. Really nice stuff from Grayhound. Good coordination. Zeph close on short here. They don't seem to be aware of it. Trade needs to come out, and it'll have to come from Malta. In fact, the rest of the round's going to have to come from Malta, and it won't. Inns gets all three. And we're through to another overtime.
Like you said, with Grayhound starting out on the T side, maybe if it has been as one-sided on the T side this entire game, regulation and OT, that will give Order the momentum that they need to actually close it out. Wishful thinking. See if we're going to see some more of that double AWP setup, and we are. Imagine straight into it. Dak on Hats again.
The Dak.
The triple scopes.
We're going to get to see the Dak whack. Actually, that's 4 scopes. Well, 5 technically, but 4 sniper rifles.
Ooh, I didn't see the triple AWP actually.
What is going on there? It's like another
Madness.
quick play from Grayhound. Do they catch them off? Zeph surely gets traded here, but can Malta do any more than that? The flash was decent from Sicko. Alistair gets good timing through from Connector. Malta finding Hats. No chance at a range like that with an auto sniper. B bomb site kind of cracked open, but bomb is dropped on short. Not too easy to retrieve here for Grayhound, especially given the position of Alistair. Well, Overpass has picked it up. And he's going to plant open. Alistair won't connect the shot with the AWP here. Smoke to re-smoke short from Grayhound, and Sicko's got such a nice spot, but Alistair, speaking of, such a nice shot. 2v3 for Grayhound, maybe the one crucial T round that they need. Urcast perhaps to push forward here. Urcast hasn't even been spotted there. Alistair didn't check the angle correctly. EMAG will get him, but they don't know where Malta is. That said, Malta's not in a position really to deny this defuse now, unless he gets lucky with a headshot, which he won't. But we finish off by EMAG. Pretty messy round in the end there. Grayhound do get the bomb down, but can't hold on the retake. If Sicko gets Alistair, I mean, and to be fair, by all rights he should have. Could have been a different round, but here we are, 19-18. Order draw first blood in this overtime.
See if anyone can get a T round on the board in overtime.
Yeah.
Or whether we will be actually here forever.
Infinite overtimes.
Infinite.
Ooh. Well, Inns went down in the meanwhile. That was on long. Alistair gets a chance there against Urcast, but it'll go begging. Sicko looking to trade. This is very weird the way that they've been peeking Alistair in this round.
That's the classic though, round 2 of 6 of second overtime. Things do tend to get a little bit sloppy.
How's Dick Stacey on the A bomb site? He must have just ran up long.
Yep. I mean, they picked Inns on long, right?
They did.
They knew where Ali was. Held W.
Or could this be the elusive round?
Think so. Looking good.
Yes, it is indeed. Dick Stacey looking good as usual as well. What a handsome fella. Getting 3 in the round. Good stuff. And, well, Alistair's been impressive here for Order individually, but in a 1v3, I don't give him too much hope. There it is, 19-19. So, is one enough on the T side, or do we look for 2 here as Grayhound?
Who would probably seal it?
You would think that, right? But you would also think a 3-0 start on overtime would also seal it. And that didn't. No crazy AWP auto sniper strategy from Order this time. Sicko's going to go straight through that incendiary, try to get the angle onto long early again, which he has been able to do. Inz is not going to make the same mistake twice this time, not peeking.
Altus is putting util pressure over towards B, keep the CTs honest in terms of the rotations and using the util.
Stacey's found Inz, and he's got nowhere to go. Straight into the crossfire. That's a very nice setup from Grayhound.
And disadvantage, not looking good for Order. Could be looking at this 2-round lead heading into their CT side. Might be enough.
Oof. I don't know who's luckier there to get away with their life, Urcast or Alistair. It's a nice position in the late round from Zeph here, but the flashbang through is good. It'll fully blind him. He's not spotted yet. Urcast gets the kill on Alistair on the side, and they have a sneaking suspicion of where Zeph is. He's the last player alive. Not a single one actually lost for Grayhound. 20 and 19 now. 2 to go for Grayhound. Been a long time coming, this win on Overpass, if it is what we are going to get. Well, I guess for either side it's been a long time coming.
See if they're going to go for as many scoped weaponaries as Order, not including the Augs. But I wouldn't really count on it, because Grayhound pretty damn good with those Aug rifles, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, Order. Haven't really had too much luck on their T side. Got 2 rounds in regulation, they've got 0 in OT. They have to turn it around now because Grayhound's finally got something working for them in these last couple.
They've broken the T side curse. That, I think, is what they were trying to do at the start of last half. The flash through the smoke with hats, but this time it's actually eventuated with the exact same result.
Yep.
That is 2 kills for Grayhound and not anything for Order.
Again, just 2 players diving through the smoke, trying to be aided by utility.
Well, last time the utility didn't come. This time, at least the utility was there, but it made no difference. Alistair at least is going to get Dexter, so that evens the odds somewhat.
I'm still in spawn though, so it's nice they're making progress up bathrooms and into short B, but again, they need to punch in the numbers.
It's a pacifist approach, Pilly.
Perhaps. So far, all the deaths in this round lead me to believe probably not.
Oh, that is a good shot from Zeph, but an equally good one from Sicko to not only keep himself alive, but to keep Grayhound with their nose in front in the round. 40 seconds here for Order. They have to go back and retrieve the bomb, so Inz on a bit of an expedition. Walter's up here on the site now as well. Alistair's going to walk right into his crosshair by checking back. So there we go. 1 player left alive now. 19 seconds for Inz to try and make some magic happen, but there we go. Again, it's just Malta. Malta magic.
Nice visor.
Yep.
Protect your eyesight. Very important.
Oops.
Look at this. Look at these hoons.
These idiots. You get the 40 bomb for Dick Stacey in the map.
Those shoulders.
Don't you run like that?
Alright, well, Order now. Looks like instead of forcing things towards A, putting pressure on A and Connector and now making their way back towards this B site. Jumps what comes out. Dick Stacey's seen it all.
Yeah, he really was enjoying doing that on the CT side and also spamming through into Connector. I think that's part of the reason we haven't really seen Order trying to do a whole lot in Connector in these overtimes. Into the B bomb site they go, though. Malta will spot the first. It's actually Dick Stacey with the incendiary to find it, and this looks like it finally might be the end of Overpass. It's just Alistair left alive now in a 3v1. Grayhound have worked so hard to come back from that 13-2 deficit. And they're still going to be left wanting for a moment. Dick Stacey goes down too. But look at this. Dexter has got a HE grenade. It's missed. He's already thrown it in. Didn't wait for the bomb plant.
An info to Alistair, who still hasn't recovered the bomb, but should have a good idea of where Dexter is.
4 HP though, it's going to have to be a very, very nice shot from Alistair. Or very good timing / positioning.
Pretty smart from Alistair. He's trying to play with Dexter, who may assume that this is a walk back to the A bomb site. Dexter's just going to go for a little bit of an in-between play. Wait for the bomb plant sound on either A or the B site. Play it accordingly from there. Throw down the smoke on the bomb on the A site, throw it on the bomb on B or on short B, and just cut down the angles that he needs to worry about. But he won't even need to do that, doesn't look like.
He's missing the shots. There we go. Took a little while for Dexter, but he gets it done. And the same for Grayhound.
There you go.
And that
lose
is
a map in the whole Pro League.
Yeah, and that is also, without a shadow of a doubt, going to secure their place in Occitania if there was